Reimagined, featuring the best independent films from around the world. We'd like to thank our presenting sponsors, Northern Arizona Healthcare, Cleaner Quicker Car Wash, the Clean Family Foundation, Goldenstein Gallery, BMO Harris Bank, Karen Dunlap Caldwell Banker Global Luxury, Enchantment Resort. Our presenting sponsors are wearing light blue lanyards. If you see them around the festival, please thank them for their generous financial support. And please thank dozens of festival sponsors and donors who make our festival possible. You'll find a complete list on page 2 of your festival program, and they'll be spotted around the festival wearing bright pink lanyards. Please thank them for their contribution to the success of the festival. A special thank you to the sponsor of this theater, Goldenstein Gallery. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the festival. And now, here's your theater host.
Thank you, John. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Welcome. Welcome to our new pandemic version of a sold-out show, ladies and gentlemen. Isn't it exciting? Yes, those seats next to you are intentional. We are sold out totally tonight. Thank you all very, very much. Isn't it nice to see humans again? Yes, isn't it? Isn't it wonderful? All right, that's dramatic, guys, but you can cut the music. Not a live show until we blow a cue, right? There we go. Thank you so, so much. I don't know if any of you know this or not. I said this last night, so if you were at the concert last night, last year in 2020, we were one of the very last film festivals that happened before everything shut down. In fact, we closed, our last day was Sunday. 2 days later, South by Southwest announced they had to close their festival, and one by one, the whole world shut down. This year, we are one of the first 5 to come back live, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! And you make that all possible, and we are so glad to see your faces other than just your eyes. We love seeing your smiling faces and your happy faces. Many of you have seen some great films already today. We appreciate that you're in for such a treat tonight. And it's just going to be a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful show. We appreciate you so much. Please help me thank our amazing tech team that makes the magic happen back here. Rob Carpenter, Jeremy Ferguson, Shane Richens. Thank you very, very much, gentlemen. And when you see Jon Snow hobbling around the festival, he's got a boot on his foot, please tell him thanks. He mostly hangs out over at Harkins. He has been our tech director for all 27 film festivals. Every single one of them, yes. And in dog years, that's a lot of years. But what he did this year that was extraordinarily special is he put together a team from the finest film festivals from around the world. This is a team that does Sundance, Tribeca, Toronto, Telluride. They've all come to Sedona to run these shows for you. And most importantly, they came to build our new and super wonderful Enchantment Theater. That theater rivals anything up at Sundance and Telluride. In fact, it's modeled after the Chuck Jones Cinema up at the Telluride Film Festival. So if you haven't had a chance yet today, make sure you schedule some films to see out at the Enchantment Theater. Let's give it up for Enchantment Resort for donating us their ballroom all week long. They are one of our presenting sponsors. And speaking of presenting sponsors, I know we didn't have that clip playing loud enough, so I want to repeat who they are because they're a very important group to us. And so please give a nice round of applause for Karen Dunlap, Coldwell Banker. BMO Harris Bank, nice round of applause for them. Linda Goldenstein of the Goldenstein Gallery, who sponsor this venue. The Kling Family Foundation, Donald Michaels and the whole Kling family right over there. Thank you, Donald. Cleaner Quicker Car Wash, which is right down there, Bill and Debbie Johnson. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all the years. They ripped themselves away from cleaning cars today so they could come to this concert. So thank you for coming out, thank you for your support. And of course, a very important, they're all important to us, but right down here in the front, Larry, stand up. You're representing Northern Arizona Healthcare. Larry Kushner, their new Director of Development. Now, stay up there, Larry, stay up there. I just want people to know how significant. They've been sponsors of ours for several years, as has Cleaner Quicker Car Wash, everybody. Linda, BMO, everybody. Last year, the city of Sedona, we all were in a COVID crisis, as you know. So the city of Sedona, who usually gives out grants to the arts community, wasn't able to do it, unfortunately, because they had to focus on COVID, for obvious reasons, and very good reasons, COVID recovery efforts. And I applaud the city for that, although I was very, very sad not to get our funding. I applaud the city for what they did. Northern Arizona Healthcare came in and said, "What did you not receive from the city?" I told them that amount. They said, "We're going to add that to our sponsorship this year so you all don't suffer." And not only did they do that, they said, "We're going to commit to at least 3 years at that new level." So thank you very, very much, Northern Arizona Health. It takes so many to make this festival happen. We are so very, very grateful. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. So we want to, and I also tonight want to do a very special introduction because I get all the glory because I'm behind the microphones in all these places. But it takes a team, it takes a family to put this festival together, and our year-long operations at the Mary D. Fisher Theater. I'd like to bring my 2 cohorts in crime up here. Our box office manager, Lori Reinhardt, and our operations manager, Reba Stone. Come on up, take a bow. The only one of the Fab Four that's missing is our business manager, Joe Zani, who could not be here tonight. But you'll meet him running around the festival. He's the one running around with all the cash, making sure we all have change and everything else. But give it up for these 2 ladies that have been with me a long, long time. Lori has actually been with the festival longer than I have. How many years now? 21. I'm doing 17. She's doing 21. In dog years, that's 1,000, honey. And Reba? How many years have you been with us now?
I think 6.
6 years. 6 years. She's a youngster. She's the baby. Give it up for the 2 most wonderful people to work with in the office every single day. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, thank you. With great pleasure, I get to introduce our wonderful mayor of the city of Sedona. And again, they are so committed to the arts, and we knew last year that they were going to be coming back. They're coming back with arts grants this year. We're very, very excited about that. And Sandy, small as she may be, is very, very mighty, and we love her. Please welcome Sedona Mayor Sandy Moriarty.
Thank you so much. And on behalf of the city of Sedona, I would like to welcome all of you. Isn't this great? I mean, I know we're fewer numbers, but this is the first major event we've had since we've opened up again. And I am so happy to welcome you here on behalf of the city of Sedona. It's still the most beautiful place on earth in so many ways. So, and the Film Festival is certainly one of those ways. It's how many of you have been our return customers here? A lot. And a lot of you are local. Yes. So you're used to me. I think I've gone to this festival every year since the beginning because I'm in my 50th year of residency here in Sedona. So I saw it in the beginning. It's the best it's ever been. Honestly, Patrick made such a huge difference when he took it over. It really became something. He has built a fabulous team. He introduced you to some of them, and you'll be seeing them throughout the week here. They're just so good. They know what they're doing. They work really hard. And the difference this year, we're smaller. And unfortunately, the costs are very much the same. So he's got his work cut out for him, and I hope you applied for our regular grant, Pat. I can't see. Okay, because we added the money that we didn't give out last year to this year, and we're giving it all out. So, well, almost all. We didn't quite get applications for all of it, but we're giving out. Everybody's getting money. So yes, I'm just so happy to see you all in here. This is one of my favorite festivals, as you've all heard me say many times before. Before I became the mayor, I used to take a week off and come to every slot. And in those days, there were like 5 and sometimes 6 slots. It wasn't easy to do it. But that was my vacation. And somebody said to me this year, I've forgotten who it was, "Are you taking the week off?" And I said, "I'm never off. I don't have day off." But yes, this weekend is kind of my week off because I saw 3 films today, and I'm seeing, I think, 3 more tomorrow. And of course, I'm here tonight. And this is just a wonderful occasion. I saw the movie The Red Violin when it first came out, I think it was 1998, and I saw it twice. I loved it. I love Joshua Bell did the music for that film, but tonight, as you know, we have a very special guest. We have the actual red violin. It wasn't in the movie. It wasn't in the movie, because guess what? Elizabeth Pitcairn had it at the time. They made the movie. But it's here tonight, and it's an honor and a privilege to be in the same space with the red violin. But the red violin is just a pretty face without Elizabeth Pitcairn to play it. So I'm really looking forward to hearing her and seeing her tonight. It's such a privilege to have them here. And we just really appreciate your support, all of the sponsors, all of the volunteers. Pat and his team, as I said, are just unbeatable. So I know you're going to enjoy this week. I know I am. It's very different this year. One of the major differences is it's not cold outside. It's 100 degrees outside. So there's a major change for you. So I hope you'll all remember to stay hydrated. Carry your water with you and go hiking early, because that's the only time you can really go. So enjoy Sedona, and thank you so much. We know you have choices and you could have been somewhere else, but we're so happy to have you here with us tonight. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Sandy Moriarty, Mayor of Sedona. Thank you very, very much, Sandy. And I just want to let you know how cute and adorable you all were sitting on the steps munching food tonight. Aren't we glamorous? We give you boxes of food and nowhere to eat them. Isn't that fun? But we appreciate it. Please help me thank the people who make that possible. Heartline Catering, Phyllis Klein and her team. Nice round of applause for them. And those lovely little cheese trays. We should post this on Instagram. Earlier today, when you were in a movie, yes, me and my family were putting those cheese plates together. So please give it up for my lovely wife of 31 years, Elizabeth Schweiss, native Sedonan, right there. My beautiful daughter, Christina Schweiss, over there in the back. And my handsome son, Kevin, who I think is working out in the concession stand. Thank you, family, for coming to my rescue when I had no idea how we were going to get these plates made. It was great, great fun. My wife, for all of you who want to know, is a native, born and raised in Sedona. It's easier to find a unicorn than one of those things. So, plus her family owns the newspaper, so I sleep with the press. If I don't get good press in this town, nobody does. At this time, I'd like to bring up a very, very special group of people. They are the ones that work diligently behind the scenes all year long. And not only are they a working board of directors, they are financially committed to the organization. They are a governance board. They're a fundraising board. I couldn't have a better team behind us making the magic happen. This board works so, so very hard. And they're just wonderful and beautiful and incredible people. Please welcome the board of directors of the Sedona International Film Festival. I will call them off by name as they approach the stage. Patty Herman Judah, woo-hoo! Gary Cortez, Judy Neiman, John Currivan, Rose Bourne, Dottie Webster, Donalyn Michaels, Chuck Marr, Linda Goldenstein, Barry McNatansky, Connie Levinson, and Joe Stone. Give it up for the hardest working board of directors on the planet. It's like a chorus line, isn't it? Look at them. So now I'm going to introduce Chuck Marr is our outgoing board chair, but he's taking over our finance committee. So Chuck is right here. And our incoming board chair is incredibly nervous because I'm going to be introducing her, Patty Herman Judah. And I want to tell you, this has come full circle and it's really, really incredible. Patty Herman Judah's mother, Marion Herman, was one of the 4 women who founded the Sedona International Film Festival in the mid-90s. Nothing is making Madam Marion prouder than having her daughter taking over at the helm of the Sedona International Film Festival. So, Patty's got a little something special prepared for you, and I'll let her take it over. Give it a nice warm welcome, Patty Herman Judah.
In honor of my mother, if she could see me now, that little mama of mine, she'd be so happy, wow. let's raise a glass of wine because the festival is back on track. And with the top-notch films for all, and that's a fact. All I can say is, wow, hey, look at where I am. Tonight I'm standing proud up here on this God stand. Oh my God, oh damn! What a setup, holy cow, she'd never believe it if my mom could see me. My mom could see you. My mom could see us now. No, really, I just want to thank you all. It's been quite a year, and as Pat has said and everybody else, I just want to thank our staff, Pat, the board, and you, our members. We could not have survived this year without you. Your generosity and your creativity is just inspiring as a board member, and I hope I can carry on and be the board chair as well as Chuck has been. This should have been his festival. He should be up here, but we had to cancel in February, and I took over June 1st. Baptism by fire. Okay, Pat, you're on.
Give it up for Patty. And you should have seen this man's face. When we decided to move to June, he's like, thank God I'm not the board chair anymore. You all don't realize we had to get Patty drunk to have her do that, do you? She was sucking down beers back there like crazy. All right, we are going to do what has become a tradition here at the Sedona International Film Festival. You're going to help us count down, and we're going to officially open the Sedona Film Festival. When that's done, I'm going to introduce you to our special guest. So if you will do me the honors, Patty and Dottie, and you all are going to help me count down from 10 to 0, all right? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We are open! The Board of Directors, the 27th Annual Sedona International Film Festival is officially underway. Thank you all very, very much. Patty, great job. The hardest working board on the planet. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And the most generous. Thanks for keeping us in business. Thank you, thank you. All right, now without further ado, I want to introduce the show, but I want to have someone that's very special help us introduce the show tonight, because Elizabeth Pitcairn is extraordinary, as you know. Her accompanist, Louise Thomas, is fantastic. Wait till you meet them both. It's their first time in Sedona, so it's been an extraordinary few days for them. And I want to tell you how we came upon Elizabeth Pitcairn, and then introduce you to a very special friend of hers who makes this possible. So you all know that the Mary D. Fisher Theater runs year-round over there at our beautiful home for 9 years. April 1st is our anniversary. We had our 9-year anniversary, so we had a very special re-showing of Great Voices Sing John Denver on April 1st at the theater. In our audience were the wonderful Wayne and Patty Hollum, and you're going to meet them shortly. Wayne and Patty Hollum, I had not met them before. They enjoyed John Denver so much that I introduced the film so they knew who I was. I was greeting them as they left, and they said, Pat, would you ever be interested in having Elizabeth Pitcairn and the real red violin, the actual red violin, coming to the film festival and performing? What was I supposed to say? I, of course, went, oh my God, yes, how? Now, in the back of my mind, I've done this for 17 years, and about 400 times over the last 17 years, someone told me they were affiliated with a celebrity or somebody else. I can get this celebrity here. I know this person. And it's usually, Pat, I can get you Al Pacino. Because my mom's sister's best friend cousin thinks he knows the barber that cut Al's hair when he was 12. Nothing ever works out. This seemed real to me. And it seemed real to me because of how beautiful and wonderful these two individuals are, Wayne and Patty. And they told me the story of how they came to know Elizabeth Pitcairn. So do me the favor, there's no steps here, so watch this clumsy fall of mine. I'm going to let them tell you. I'm going to let Wayne tell you. Please give a nice warm welcome, Wayne and Patty Hollum. The reason we have Elizabeth Pitcairn here at the Sedona International Film Festival, because not only was this real when he made the connection in less than 24 hours. He went home, called Elizabeth. The very next morning, Elizabeth called my cell phone and said, I want to make this happen. I want you to hear how he met her.
Hi, I'm Wayne. This is Patty. In 2012, I was a pilot for Southwest Airlines, and I was on a trip to Philadelphia. I came through security that morning, early, and I was walking to the gate, and ahead of me, out of a restroom, comes a beautiful young lady wearing a long dress with an instrument over her shoulder. I'm walking towards my gate. She's ahead of me, about 10 feet. She approaches the podium of the gate that I'm flying out of from Philadelphia to Los Angeles with a stop in Phoenix. When I'm walking by the podium, she's talking to the customer service agent saying, I've been on a round the world tour, my agent changed my ticket, and I have a seat boarding pass, and I won't be able to get on and get my seat and put my instrument up. And something inside me said, maybe I can help, so I just went over to the podium, and she told me what had happened. I asked the customer service agent, would it be all right if I just escorted her down before the other passengers? She said, sure, that's fine. So I put Elizabeth in a seat by the door, went down pretty far to the plane, came back up and escorted Elizabeth down the jetway, and all I knew was her name, and we just kind of exchanged pleasantries of where we'd been in life and things like that down the jetway in about 3 or 4 minutes. She went to her seat, I went to the cockpit, was pre-flighting, and the flight attendant came up a couple minutes later with a CD jewel case, and on that CD was this picture of Elizabeth Pitcairn in a beautiful red dress playing the red violin. And I went, wow, this is somebody very special. And we flew to Phoenix, got in early. I went to the back of the plane where she was a through passenger to Los Angeles. And I started talking to her, and I found out she'd never been to Hawaii. Patty and I lived in the Big Island at the time. And she said, well, I have I've never been to the islands, but I have a private performance at a home in Kauai to raise money for a young student to come to my music camp. Elizabeth is the CEO of a music camp in Luzerne, New York. And so we went to her private performance. We became friends with Elizabeth. We went to Maui 2 years in a row to see her at the Food and Wine Festival to hear her play. And when you hear the sound from this red violin, it's something you've never heard on this earth before. It's amazing, amazing music. So we finally got her, we sponsored a performance on the Big Island of Hawaii. She and Louise came over and we hosted them. And then after that performance, we haven't seen her until this Tuesday when we picked her up at the airport. And it's her first time to Sedona. And Patrick told you how we came about doing that. And we're so excited to have her and Louise here. So thank you all for attending.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, you are in for such a treat tonight. You are getting a rare, once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to see a multi-million-dollar, one-of-a-kind instrument and the beautiful woman who not only owns it, but plays it so incredibly. Accompanied by Louise Thomas, please welcome the incredible Elizabeth Pitcairn and the red violin.